We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Howell. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken just shy of the goal line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Richardson. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. The extra point by Elliott is good. The Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Howell. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Back to throw. Howell. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Howell. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. Now a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Howell. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Howell. That is caught to the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown Seahawks. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Here's Howell. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. To throw is Howell. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll go again with Hall. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Motion man is Hyatt. Throwing on second down, Richardson. One quarter in the books. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff. Here comes Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. He'll try to run for it with Hall. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go. Richardson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think 1st down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is intercepted.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. A second down throw for Richardson. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Third and a yard. Looking to throw. Richardson. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he will score. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Saints. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. Riker it out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seahawks. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Around the 32-yard line.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On first down, it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. On 2nd down, Richardson. Off he goes.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They motion a receiver right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run. It's Hall. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Richardson operating from the pistol. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down. To throw, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Now it's Howe. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach, Jonathan, all yours. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Moore going in motion. On 2nd and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to run it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
So Kittle comes in motion. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they...
Well, covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Again, working deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Howell. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Whoa! And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Seattle. Here's Howell. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll throw with Howell. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. To throw is Howell. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. First and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's all. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Throwing is Richardson. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Richardson to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The man in motion is Watson. Throwing is Howell. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Richardson gonna look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Richardson. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by C.J. Henderson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Richardson gonna look deep, looking for more. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. To throw, it's Richardson. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He keeps it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here's Richardson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give on the ground. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense.